kujaribu wakati machane.
There's a history of hush division between two specific identities within the Black community, Africans and Black Americans. The resurgence of the Black Lives Matter movement kickstarted a lot of conversations, this division being one of them. And Beyonce took the conversation even further, back in July. So has this new racial awakening in 2020 finally made these two communities unite?
That is an African way. You can't wear a crown with your head down.
Nothing is complete on its own.
Beyonce's new Disney Plus film, Black is King, caused a shakeup, inspiring many Black Americans with its references to African culture. There was a similar reaction to Black Panther back in 2018, and likewise with Eddie Murphy's Coming to America 32 years ago. But with each of these supposed moments of Black pride comes controversy, exposing persistent tensions between Black Americans and Africans in the U.S. And the reasons are complicated. It has to do with some Africans feeling like their culture is being appropriated or misrepresented in American media. And some Black Americans, many of whom are descendants of Africa, feeling like their separation from the continent doesn't mean they can't celebrate their ancestors' culture. But Africans and Black Americans haven't been on the same page for quite some time. There's not one exact reason why this tension exists. It's a buildup of multiple reasons. Some are economic, like the idea that African immigrants are taking away certain jobs from Black Americans. And others historical, like the idea that some Africans aren't aware of the history of race in America.
A lot of people that come to this country, they're just learning about these racial issues. They're just learning what it means to be Black, and they're just learning that it doesn't really matter if you're from Africa or from Alabama, you're still considered Black.
The immigrant comes to this country wanting to just like achieve. They come to this country wanting to work, wanting to go to school. They have this persona, which in their mind distinguishes them from the Black American in this country.
Journalists Leela Day and Hanat Baba have a podcast called The Stoop, where they discuss subjects surrounding Black identity, including this very topic. Both are part of the African diaspora, both identify as Black, and both live in America. But Hana is African, and Leela is a Black American. The way they identify their Blackness is personal, which is the case for each and every Black person in America. Growing up, they each noticed slight tensions among their communities.
As a daughter of immigrants from Africa, from Sudan, it's always been an issue, right? It's always been, what are you? For me, the divisions showed up early and frequently. It was very clear to me that I was Black, I was African, but I was a different kind of Black for sure. Starting in elementary school, right? Like the African-American girls at school never really embraced me.
It happened more when I was in college. There's a Black student union, and a lot of the African students weren't part of the Black student union. It was a decision that a lot of them had made they've just felt it wasn't a space for them. The issues that we were, that we were fighting for, and some of the things that we were coming up against, a lot of them didn't feel like it was something that they needed to be a part of. And that was a moment for me when I started realizing, oh, these are very different Black experiences that we're having here.
Hana thinks a major reason why this division may exist is the depiction of both communities in pop culture.
For a long, long time, people have been saying American media is portraying Africa as, one of a number of things, right? Either this poor, desolate place famine and wars and people who don't know how to rule their countries. Another one is this idea that we're all kings and queens and princes, that we're dripping in gold, and that is problematic as well. So this goes both ways, right? As African Americans only know what they see on American television, people coming from Africa only know what they see on their whatever, movie screens, the TV shows. The majority really portray, I think, African Americans in certain boxes. It's the thug, it's the gangster rap.
Of course, there are plenty of Africans and Black Americans who are educated about each other's communities and who take the time to learn about one another. But Leela and Hannah agree that stereotypes have created a quiet prejudice among those who are only exposed to so much, leading to a variety of assumptions and very little dialogue. But at the end of the day, Black is not a monolith. Blackness is rich with different cultures, languages, religions, and practices. But being Black in America also means facing racism and inequality, no matter where you're from.
22-year-old Ahmed Diallo was killed. 4 officers unloaded 41 rounds.
4 police officers have been fired after a man was pinned to the ground and died.
14-year-old Ahmed Mohammed took his homemade digital clock to show his new engineering teacher. The Muslim student was handcuffed in the hallway.
It was a second violent night in Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Thanks for watching this is Aswa TV. Super, please subscribe. Choose.